Summary of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Introduction. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey is a classic self-help book that outlines a principle-centered approach to personal and professional effectiveness. Covey explains that success isn't just about achieving your goals, but becoming the kind of person who consistently achieves what is meaningful. He introduces 7 habits that, when adopted, empower individuals to align their character with universal principles of fairness, integrity, and human dignity. Habit 1. Be proactive. The first habit, be proactive, teaches us that we are responsible for our own lives. We can't always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Covey introduces the idea of the circle of influence and the circle of concern, emphasizing that proactive people focus on things they can influence, while reactive people waste energy on things outside their control. Being proactive means recognizing that our behavior is a function of our decisions, not our conditions. We choose our attitudes, responses, and actions, even in challenging circumstances. Covey encourages readers to take initiative and to act, instead of being acted upon by external forces. This habit is about realizing our power to shape our destiny. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind focuses on the importance of setting clear goals. Covey explains that all things are created twice, first mentally, then physically. This habit invites us to clarify our values and long-term vision, and then work backward to align our daily actions with that vision. Covey suggests that readers write a personal mission statement, a clear articulation of their purpose and values. He emphasizes the need to look beyond immediate tasks and think about what kind of person we want to become. By visualizing the end, we're more equipped to handle daily challenges with a sense of purpose. Habit 3. Put first things first. In Put First Things First, Covey urges us to prioritize our most important tasks. This habit builds on the previous one by encouraging us to manage our time around our values and long-term goals. Covey introduces the time management matrix, which categorizes activities into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. Effective people, according to Covey, focus on activities in the important but not urgent quadrant, where planning, relationship building, and personal growth happen. This habit is about discipline and organizing our lives around what matters most, rather than constantly reacting to external pressures. Habit 4. Think win-win. Think win-win is about cultivating an abundance mindset in relationships. Covey explains that many people approach life with a scarcity mentality, believing there's only so much success or happiness to go around. This leads to competitive and adversarial attitudes. Win-win thinking, however, is based on the idea that mutual benefit is possible in all human interactions. It's not about being nice or avoiding confrontation. It's about balancing courage and consideration to seek outcomes that satisfy both parties. This habit encourages cooperation and fosters trust in personal and professional relationships. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Communication is the foundation of effective relationships, and in Seek first to understand, then to be understood, Covey emphasizes empathetic listening. Often, people listen with the intent to reply rather than to understand, which leads to miscommunication and conflict. Covey encourages readers to practice active, empathetic listening, focusing on truly understanding the other person's perspective before offering their own. By listening without judgment and seeking to understand, we can build stronger, more meaningful relationships. This habit is key to resolving conflicts and finding common ground in any interaction. Habit 6. Synergize. In Synergize, Covey explains the power of teamwork and collaboration. Synergy happens when individuals work together to produce a result greater than the sum of their individual efforts. Covey uses the analogy of a musical ensemble, where different instruments come together to create something beautiful that no single instrument could produce alone. Synergy requires openness and the willingness to value differences. Rather than viewing differences as obstacles, effective people see them as opportunities for creative solutions. This habit emphasizes that diversity of thought, perspective, and experience can lead to innovation and better outcomes. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Sharpen the saw is about self-renewal and maintaining balance in life. Covey explains that effectiveness is not a one-time effort. It requires ongoing growth and improvement. This habit involves renewing ourselves in 4 key areas: physical, mental, emotional/social, and spiritual. By regularly sharpening the saw, we stay effective and prevent burnout. Covey emphasizes the importance of continuous learning, exercise, building meaningful relationships, and connecting with a higher purpose. This habit encourages us to take time for self-care and reflection, ensuring we stay balanced and energized in our pursuit of long-term success. Conclusion: Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is more than a self-help book. It's a guide to living a principle-centered life. By adopting these 7 habits, we can shift from being reactive to proactive, develop clear goals, prioritize what matters most, and build meaningful win-win relationships. These habits also encourage us to listen more deeply, collaborate more effectively, and maintain our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Each of the 7 habits represents a powerful step toward greater personal and professional effectiveness. The first 3 habits focus on personal mastery, taking responsibility for our actions, setting a clear vision, and managing our time and energy. The next 3 habits center on building effective relationships through cooperation, empathy, and teamwork. Finally, the 7th habit reminds us to regularly renew and invest in ourselves, ensuring that we remain effective over the long term. By internalizing these habits, we not only achieve greater success, but we also experience a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. The 7 habits are timeless principles that can help anyone, regardless of their circumstances, lead a more effective and meaningful life. Thank you for listening to this audiobook summary of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. We hope these principles have inspired you to reflect on your own habits and take proactive steps toward a more purposeful life. Remember, true effectiveness isn't about quick fixes or shortcuts. It's about cultivating character, fostering strong relationships, and continuously growing as a person. If you enjoyed this summary, don't forget to subscribe and share it with others who could benefit from these life-changing habits. Keep growing, keep learning, and stay inspired.